Hey everybody, how you doing today? Dude Long Couch here. Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5. So I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I went and I found that transportation specialist, and let me tell you guys, it was not a walk in the park. I did the Angel with Broken Wings mission like twice trying to find the guy, and I swear to God, I fultoned everybody in that freaking mission, and I could not get him. I don't know where he was, he just didn't want to come out. In the process of doing all this, I also unlocked the ability to upgrade our decoys and upgrade to an active decoy, which I guess the next level just makes them a little tougher. And an active decoy has a speaker function and deploys a diversionary balloon that also plays continuous voice clips, which is kind of weird. We can upgrade our flare supplies, things like that. I think that's pretty much all the new stuff we got. There's another stun arm, which I never really use. And we have the next level of the sneaking suit. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for that or not, or if I want to stick with the battle dress. I actually kind of want to develop some different camouflages for like going on missions during the day when I'm not wearing like a sneaking suit. I think it would be better to be able to blend in during the day and then not have to worry about the sound so much as being seen, because the sneaking suit I think is primarily for use at night. But in any case, like I said, I couldn't find that guy in the damn Angel with Broken Wings mission, so I had to come down to Pitch Dark. He's in that one as well, which is the one at the oil field, if you remember that. It's a very long, very difficult mission, and I picked my way through it systematically. I fultoned every motherfucker on that map until I finally got him. And now we have 77 people in the waiting room. But you know what? It worked. I got my next cargo fulton device upgrade, and now I can, as far as I know, I can fulton pretty much everything. So that's what I'm really looking forward to doing right now. And also, I started construction on the level 3 R&D platform. It's got about 2 hours left, and we could start on support platform 2. Not sure if that's the route I want to go. Probably is, because base development and R&D will both be at Unit 3, or Level 3 rather, along with command platform. So actually, maybe I'll just get this rolling right now. It is a fair amount of GMP, and I don't have a whole lot right now because I've been spending GMP like crazy. But expanding Mother Base is probably the best use of GMP you could have, I think. So I think I will just get that going, now that I've gone in there and looked at it. Now, as far as this video goes, I do want to get back to a main mission, and I don't know how much time I'm going to have. Before I do that, I do want to come in here and I would just want to do the materials extraction. This is the first setup of this type that I've seen, and I just want to get those materials and see how that all works. So I'm going to do this real quick. I'm hoping that it goes quickly. I don't know if it will or not. Can't get anywhere super close to that, so we'll drop in right here.
Heading to Central Africa.
This is in Africa. That's weird. I thought it was in Afghanistan. So we'll equip the higher grade versions of our stuff. I'm not even completely sure what that was referring to. It looks like it might have been the MRS-4 actually. So I did upgrade that machine gun too, because I realized it's kind of nice to have a real weapon with a silencer that you can use throughout the missions, just for like stuff like shooting out lights and tires without, you know, giving yourself away. So I am going to be carrying that for a little while. And one other thing, we're going to go in with Quiet, but I was actually able to upgrade a weapon of hers. So we have a Trank sniper with her now, called the Guilty Butterfly. 2100 GMP every time we deploy, which is expensive. My deployment cost is like going through the roof. It's 25,000. And I was kind of thinking maybe I should go through and kind of like take some of this stuff off. But I don't know. I think that's just how the game is meant to be played at a certain point. You're just going to have like a huge deployment cost every time you go out, and there's not much you can do about it. As far as items, I don't want the desert box. I want... we're going to the forest, so we'll take the forest box. And that's probably all we need to change as far as that goes. I'm probably just going to hold off on spending a lot of GMP for a little while just so I can let my supply build back up, because I was actually in the negative for a little bit on that last mission when I was developing things. I didn't know that could happen. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, and I also made myself an icon, or an emblem rather, because as soon as I came back to Mother Base, when I finished upgrading that cargo fulton, I found an emblem that you can see right there. It's a guy getting carried away by a fulton device, and I was so happy that I found that I actually went in and made myself an emblem, Airborne Paradise, and I think I'm going to leave that be for a good long while. I think it's pretty appropriate. You know, it kind of sends a message that if you let me steal you out of the life you know and fly you up through the sky to my chopper to come back to my heavenly army soldier base, everything will work out great for you. You might get fired if you're an asshole or you suck at your job, and then you'll be left with nothing and have to go back out into the world, taken away from your family and the army that you knew. But that's probably not going to happen to you, so don't worry about it all that much. And I noticed that horn on my head keeps getting a little bit bigger every time I see it. I don't know why. I haven't been killing that many people. Quiet killed a fair amount of people when I was out with her. That was actually one thing I was seriously annoyed by. Like, you can tell her to kill somebody, but she'll also take it upon herself to just kill people. Like, if somebody sees you, and, like, even if you're in reflex mode, like, you can grab somebody, but occasionally she'll just shoot them even while you're holding them. Like, if you got to them in time and CQC'd them, she will still oftentimes just shoot them in the head because, like, you know, she thinks she's helping you out. But a couple times that happened with somebody that I really wanted to fulton, and then I had a dead soldier, and I couldn't, you know, extract them anymore. So now that she has a trank sniper, I think I'm going to like her a lot more. Now the question, what is this? Process materials, blueprints. I haven't the foggiest clue why this stuff is already marked on my map, but I am going to take advantage of it, I'll tell you that much. Alright, are we like right next to an outpost? Are there going to be people here? I don't see anybody just yet. I will say, just from what I've seen so far of, you know, people's different abilities and things like that, I think I definitely prefer D-Dog over Quiet, but he is also a little bit higher level than her, and has a couple more functions that she doesn't have. She might improve a lot as I increase my bond with her, so, you know, I'm not gonna hang her out to dry just yet. We'll keep her around and see what she grows into. I'm seriously confused. Why is all this stuff getting automatically marked? I wonder if my intel team has, like, stepped up their game. Like, if they just kind of automatically marked this stuff because they leveled up recently. Pretty interesting. Now, I talked about this a couple episodes back, and then I didn't follow through with it because I'm a forgetful bastard, but I really want to be keeping up with these briefing tapes. So let's play one of these while we're getting into position here. I believe this is what we left off on.
So SALT 2 still hasn't gone into effect. That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse. The president was in the middle of the SALT 2 talks back then. You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike. Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of. If that AI, I mean, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch. Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was. All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end, the time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
Analysis complete.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, aka Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with a problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted. I still trusted him in those days. We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project. Les enfants terribles. Called in. You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact. Although, truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. Straight from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
God damn it! Okay, those stun grenades suck. And also, her trank is not silenced, so it still gave away my position. Well, not necessarily my position, but the fact that I was here fucking with people. I was kind of hoping she'd be able to take that guy out in the tower, and then everything would just be hunky-dory after that.
Analysis complete.
Like I was just going to toss a stun grenade right into the middle of these guys. But it seems like it doesn't actually stun them. Like it said, like this says that they are stunned right now. But it just kind of made them...
He's coming too. Roger that.
...be like, whoa, for a second. Not really that great. But whatever. It all worked out good.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright, this guy was like an A+, so I gotta make sure that I get him.
You have arrived at your destination.
And it is nice being able to tell Quiet to just like trank a guy that I don't feel like I have a good shot on, or otherwise can't get to. And it does kind of put them into like an alert state, but it's, you know, it's a good option for now. And I'm sure that we'll be able to put a suppressor on her rifle eventually. Alright, now before this guy gets up and makes my life hell, let me just,
He's coming too. Roger that.
Speak.
Alright, you stay where you are. I don't really feel like bringing him back because I have so many people in my waiting room right now. And he's only a C rank. I'm pretty much only going to be bringing back Bs and better from this point, I think. Unless I find myself in a scenario where I have, you know, suddenly a lot of room left over. For whatever reason. A lot of room in my, at my base, but right now, I don't really have room to spare. Ooh, the UNAAM ARM blueprints. No idea what that is. Or whether I can build it yet. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, fuel container. Oh, it's not fuel, it's common metal. It looks kind of red in the glow from the fire, but it's not. Oh, whatever. I'll still take it. Wait a second. These both say CM, but they're different colors. Does it go by color or does it go by the label? I don't know. Let's just take it. I've been waiting for this for so long. Here we go. 10,000. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, it was common metal. And I got what? Did that say 7,500? Oh, 750. Wow. So it cost me $10,000 to steal that shit, but it only gives me 750? I mean, that's not a whole lot. I mean, I guess it'll probably still work out for me in the positive once I sell it. I don't know what the selling rate for that stuff is, but... Damn. That's a lot of GMP. Okay, hold on. They just finished a mission in here, so I'm gonna go in and start another one right quick. Supply of enemy helmets. Dude, I just did the helmets one. I've done this like 8 times in the last 4 hours. They keep bringing in more and more goddamn helmets. And I cannot abide it.
Unit dispatched. Weather will clear shortly.
But yeah, I gotta watch my ass. So now I only have 91,000 GMP left, and I actually... I'm sorry that I didn't get this on camera the first time it happened, because it's kind of interesting. I actually went negative on my GMP when I was doing that, you know, oil field mission again. And, what am I doing? Alright, I just want to go... Already got that. Just want to go over here.
Marker placed.
And it actually negatively affected the soldiers, some of the soldiers at base. A bunch of them had to go into the sick bay because they were like demoralized from being so broke. So it sent like 3 or 4 guys into the sick bay, and I think it like started a fight or something too. It didn't last forever. Like as soon as, you know, some of my guys got back from a mission, I went positive again. But I thought it was really interesting that you could even go negative in the first place. And it didn't even stop me from spending money. Like I could still like fulton stuff, but you know, I don't know how that system's gonna work. And I kind of want to experiment with it. The fact that it still lets you spend money, but just kind of, you know, fucks up conditions back at your base is pretty interesting. I guess Big Boss has pretty good credit, you know, they just kind of let him get away with certain things when it comes to finances.
Analysis complete.
Rogue Coyote Soldier. I thought my target was the material containers. That must have been what they what he was referring to. Alright, so I already don't have a suppressor for my SMG, because every now and then, like, the big downside to the riot SMG is that if you shoot somebody and don't get a headshot, you know, eventually a tranq shot anywhere will knock somebody out, and it doesn't alert them to your presence. So you can shoot them in the foot, and then just lay low for a little bit, and it'll still work out in your favor. But with the riot SMG, if you don't get a headshot, it kind of dicks you over. And as we all know, you know, getting a headshot in this game is not always the easiest. You have to be kind of a crack shot, and you also have to have kind of an element of luck when you don't have a good shot lined up. What? Oh, hello. I hope you're the last guy around here.
Speak.
Alright, thanks. Let's go back to this guy before he gets any funny ideas.
Spit it out.
Actually, I would like a four-wheel drive now that you mention it, sir. Because I can fulton vehicles now, too.
Analysis complete.
Okay, he's an A. I'll definitely take him. But first, you will give me information. Okay.
The map has been updated.
Talk.
Alright, well, screw you too, hippie. Okay, where is that four-wheel drive that guy was talking about? Because I actually want to experiment with something. Is it all the way over there? Four-wheel drive, that's where it is. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna go get it, and then I'm gonna bring it back here. Let me grab this real quick first. Wait, no. There's two things I need to try. Okay, these guys, I'm gonna leave them here. I hope that, wait, going out of this range, is that gonna cancel everything I just did here? Because I don't want that to happen. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Hands up.
I'm gonna leave him like that so that he doesn't get up. And then... Alright, we gotta try this. It might backfire against us.
The map has been updated.
But we'll just do it again for science. This might be a huge pain in the ass if there's guys posted down here too. Or there might not be anybody. That's actually what I would prefer right now. If everybody would just go away and just let me take this vehicle. A couple floodlights looking down at this area. I don't think I'm close enough for them to see me yet. I'm gonna take that though, because I need it. Oh, is that a delivery point? I don't have that one yet. Oh shit. God damn it. Does that guy seriously have to be looking this way right now? I don't want to mess with these guys. I just want to take this vehicle. That's all I want. Oh, there's a guy right there. Damn it. Okay, I don't want to be lethal, but I don't want to alert them to my presence. If this guy sees me, I'm going to have to pop him.
Analysis complete.
Man, he's good too, and he's got skills. Okay. You know what, that was crap. I'm wearing a sneaking suit right now. How'd that even happen? He said I got things to do. Yes, you do have things to do. Like go back to Mother Base and become my minion. Okay, taking that. Now I'm getting in here, and I'm taking this.
Subject on board.
Turn the lights off. Okay, they saw it. Yep. I don't care. Just go. I doubt they're going to chase me over here anyway. I forgot, these things have some real weight to them. It can be kind of difficult to drive them in a sane and safe manner. Okay, are they really coming? Okay, I gotta try something. So I had this idea for a while that if you can put guys in a vehicle and fulton everything at the same time, you might be able to do...
Caution, rain approaching.
You might be able to get, like, you know, enemies and a vehicle all at the same time. And only use one fulton while you're doing it, which would be amazing. Okay, there should be room for one more. Actually, I wonder if we could even do 4, if we could put somebody in the driver's seat too, since we're not going to be driving, obviously. And I know that not all these guys are like highly skilled, but if I'm not wasting a fulton on them, then it doesn't bother me as much. There's no reason not to, you know what I mean? Okay, you can't put them in the driver's seat. I do wonder what happens though if these guys wake up while you're doing this. Okay, so I got 3 guys in this vehicle. I have 100%. Oh my god, this is so awesome. You guys ready for this? Are they gonna fall out? Oh my god, it worked!
You captured an enemy vehicle. Just like weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in. You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions.
Aha, so... Okay, I'm starting to understand this game a little better now. So that's why, right around this time, they really start giving you some really good buddy options, because now we can just call in a vehicle whenever we want.
Arrived at Mother Base.
And we don't have to have D-Horse or D-Walker ready to roll, because I can just call in a 4-wheel drive to get to where I'm going faster. That is so cool. Alright, now the second thing I need to try, I've heard this from around, that if you fulton a cargo container when you're standing on top of it, it'll automatically extract you out. I don't know if this works, but I need to try. Here we go. Oh, okay. You gotta hold down triangle to hold on to it. It worked! That's so awesome, guys. Vehicles can now be customized. Okay. Really? Oh, that's like, what, one other area to spend like millions of GMP on? That is so cool. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. Like, one of the biggest complaints I had with this game up until now was just the fact that it took so long to call in a chopper and get extracted and go through the loading screens and all that. And recently, I found 2 awesome ways to extract myself without having to deal with any of that shit. It's like, I complained and the game answered my prayers. Not only with that, but also with the whole, you know, let's get a vehicle and drive around and not have to rely on our buddies to get from place to place. Oh, god, that's cool. So, we've got... where do we customize vehicles? Probably in here, right? We've got one APE T41LV, durability and top speed. Okay. Ooh, we can change the color of this too, just like on our chopper. But we can't make it pink. I can't stick with my pink theme. That's kind of annoying. That looks kind of silly. So it puts our emblem right there on the side. You see that? I should probably pick a color that'll look decent with the emblem. Which I don't know if we have one, because there's not really a blue theme here. That's the closest we get, but that still looks kind of assy, because it's not the right tone of blue. I might have to go in and make some changes to that, because that is actually the kind of thing that will bother me. Yes, I'm that anal about stupid crap like that. I guess for now, we'll just make it... I like the red camo, so we'll do that. Doesn't appear to be anything we can actually, like, upgrade or customize on it that actually costs GMP.
Clouds approaching.
I actually was under the impression we would get something like that. And I think I have one more
Please select
combat
mission.
deployment I could send out. We could cut off the supply of flashlights. What do we get for that? 20,000. Oh, I think we can do this one now because we have a four-wheel drive. Cannot dispatch due to transport vehicle insufficiency. How many do we need? Because but I have one now. It says 0 out of 1. Maybe it's not the right kind of vehicle? Middle Eastern Northern nation is invaded. Blah, blah, blah. It's not really telling me what kind of vehicle I need. I don't know. That's slightly annoying, but whatever. We'll just come back to that at a later time when more has been made clear to us.
Unit dispatched.
For now, I'll just send out guys on a regular mission like that. Alright guys, well as always, these deployments we have tend to take a little longer than I always think they're going to. I'm really bad at estimating how much time I'm going to have to do everything in these videos. But these are already longer than my average stuff. I think I've done a pretty good job of, like, you know, keeping them, like, long enough that you can see, like, what a good session is day to day in this game. I'm probably going to wrap this one up here. It's going to be a little shorter than the average that I've done in the series. But again, it's longer than my usual stuff, so, you know, from time to time you're going to have videos like that. But I think it would be a bad idea to go start a main mission
Please
right
select
now.
a mission.
But that's what we'll do next time. Footprints of Phantom, we'll get a fresh start on that. We'll listen to the briefing tape and do all that good stuff. And I'm looking forward to it, because I think we've still just, like, I wouldn't say we've only barely scratched the surface of this game, but we still only gone like a couple inches deep. That sounds a little bit more sexual than I intended it to, but that's just how I roll. Those are the situations I find myself in. Okay, I think that's it. Guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'm Dude Long Couch, and I hope to see you back in the next part. See you guys.